What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I'm not an advocate of violence. But I'm going to tell you something. Some people do stuff that requires, oftentimes, mollywop therapy. The story I'm about to tell you today is out of Milton, Florida. Shout out, Milton. And it's about this ragamuffin up here. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman that you see up here, her name is Felicia Archer. She's 34 years old, and she works at a Taco Bell out there in Milton, Florida, or she did before she got fired for spitting in an employee's food, right? And if that's not bad enough, what it was over makes this whole thing that much more worse. Take a look at this story. We're going to come back and talk about it. This is absolutely trifling.
Word of caution to our viewers at the dinner hour. This next story may make you lose your appetite. A fast food employee facing charges tonight accused of spitting in a customer's food. Felicia Archer was arrested earlier this month, now facing culpable negligence charges. Milton police say it happened at the Taco Bell on Highway 90 in Milton.
WEAR's Karis Harmon joins us now, and Karis Police Chief Jennifer Frank says surveillance cameras captured Archer spitting in the food.
Yeah, that's right, and I spoke with the victim today. She tells me she's just glad she double-checked her food before eating it. Kristen Royal was picking up food with her roommate at the Taco Bell on Highway 90 in Milton on May 6th. But when they got the food, they realized they got more than the 10-piece nuggets and nacho fries that they ordered.
This looks like spit. This is spit. Who the hell spits in somebody's nacho cheese? I was livid.
This is very unique.
Milton police arrested Felicia Archer after they say she was caught on surveillance camera spitting in Royal's food. Full surveillance video was not made available to us, but Milton PD did share a screenshot telling us Archer is the employee in the middle and sharing this picture of the nacho cheese.
It looked like somebody put a snot rocket over my nacho cheese. It was stringy, it was disgusting, and all I did was open the cheese, and it was stringy and disgusting, and it looked straight like a loogie.
During Milton's investigation, police say Archer admitted to spitting in Royal's food because of what Archer described as beef involving Archer's boyfriend and Royal.
To some, it may not seem like a serious crime. It's certainly something that Milton wants to pay attention to, right? We all want to know that we can go to our local establishments and feel safe and know that the food that we're getting is something that's appropriate.
Chief Frank says Archer is banned from the property, and Royal says she's also facing consequences. She was an employee at the Taco Bell prior to this incident, working the day shift while she says Archer was on nights.
The only excuse I was given when I was told to bring my uniform in to get my last check was that it was all over social media, which was against Taco Bell policy. Mind you, was not my doing. And then the other excuse that was used was the fact that apparently service was going to be going down due to the incident, and that Pace would be receiving all of the service, so he had to lay people off.
Taco Bell employees could not discuss what happened because they are not permitted to discuss personnel issues. Royal, now 2 weeks out of a job, says she's struggling to find work, but she says she's glad she had the nerve to check her food.
9 times out of 10, if I go back to work or back to Taco Bell to get food, it was usually to bring it home to, my friends or my friends' kids or my roommate or whatever, and the fact that my roommate was with me in the car and she could have ate that, but she didn't.
Now, the case is already closed. Archer was in court today where she pleaded no contest. She was found guilty and sentenced to 6 months probation. In the studio, Karis Harmon, WEAR News.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story of this woman, Felicia Archer, 34-year-old trifling-ass female. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Just hearing that story, throw up went in the back of my mouth when that woman was describing that. I should have gave you guys a warning. But I mean, this is just the reality that's out here now, how people just do each other. And the stupidest part of this whole thing, all this came from a dude. So I don't know if the guy worked there as well or whatever, but it was a beef between 2 women over some guy, over the girl that got the food spit on her boyfriend. So I guess it was some lingering type of situation between them. But anyway, this woman, 34 years old, working at Taco Bell, and this is what she decides to do. Both of them lost their job. She pled no contest in court, which I give her credit for. She stood on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did it. She stood on it. But shouldn't have did it in the first damn place. Other girl got fired too. You peeped that? They fired the other girl. Hey, now that this came out, we're going to lose business. And we can't pay you, so we're going to let you go too. See, that's one of the things with a lot of these corporate companies. They don't care who's right or wrong. They just axe everybody. And is it right? Nah, but this is just what they do. They know they can get people a dime a dozen to fill these type of positions because people always need work. But here this girl come doing this crazy stuff. Man, females vicious, man. A lot of women is vicious out here, man. Just keeping it real. But look, in regards to this whole thing, right? At 34 years old, I just want to key on her age for a second. At 34 years old, you decide to spit in somebody's food. That right there is a death sentence, especially if you spit in somebody's face. Any type of excretion of foreign bodily fluids on somebody's food or just them, that wars are waged over that type of stuff. And here she is in a crowded kitchen full of people, and she got that off. How did she get that off? It was like it was three of them. They were all working side by side. They said she was the little lady in the middle. How did she do that without anybody else seeing? And don't get me wrong, I don't eat Taco Bell like that, but their nacho fries are very good. Them things hit hard. With the cheese sauce, that right there done messed up my experience with it. Seriously, I mean, I don't eat fast food like that either, but when I first heard that, I'm like, damn, I should go get something today. Yeah, that's out. But I mean, people don't think about, when they do this stuff and, it's a selfish, evil move. It affects the bottom line of the company that you work for. I want you to think about it. The lady that got fired, they gave her a bunch of bull. They just didn't want to deal with none of them no more. But if what they were saying was true about them losing business and all this stuff, fast food is one of them things where it's people's addiction. People might not come for a while, but they eventually gonna come back, not to your place, but to another place. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they come back to the same place. But I mean, think about that, man. It's like you doing stuff like this, and then you were so bold with it to do it with other employees in the kitchen. That say a lot about you. Say a lot about you. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with working at a fast food place. People, find jobs and work them either, because they can't find anything else, or, they just want to make quick money. Under no circumstances am I judging this woman for working at Taco Bell. But at 34 years old, and you working in the kitchen at Taco Bell, obviously you needed that job. Or obviously not, because you spit in somebody's food. And if it was up to me, she wouldn't have no job in any other fast food place. Now, they gave her 6 months of probation. I would have gave her 6 months of jail time. That's just me, because probation ain't gonna stop you or doesn't settle the issue. It makes no sense. That was a slap on the wrist for somebody that did something sick. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.